In the last several games, he is the least used Montreal Canadiens defenseman. Even a lot less used than David Savard, who's having a really, really hard time moving. Savard is gasping for air. It looks like he's about to fall down himself. And Arber Xhekaj is getting a lot less minutes. The Canadiens went to 7D tonight. And guys, if there's my only qualm that I have here, it's this one, okay? They went to 7D tonight. They have a big game on Sunday afternoon in Florida. They've hit the wall. Arber Xhekaj played 3.5 minutes, guys. He played 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, well, I don't know if Brian wants to take it. Brian, you want to go with that for a second?
No, go ahead. If you got a thought, let's hear it. I'll follow you up.
What he did in the second period, which creates a 2-on-1 rather than play a 3-on-2, I'm sitting him down too when I got 7D.
Pierre, I watched the
replay. I'm sitting his butt down, Tony. I'm sorry. Okay. And I've done it before. I did it in a Stanley Cup final with Gordie Roberts. Trust me.
Pierre, look at this. I don't know if you can see it here. I'll put it right here, right? 3-on-2. Xhekaj goes for a hit that's not there. Jarvis to Aho, and the score is 3-1. I hear you 1,000%. Is it a time to be sending a message? They've all hit the wall. They're playing their third game and 4 nights travel included. They're going to play their fourth in 5.5 days. They played last night. They're dead tired. Is it time to send a message right now?
Yeah, it is. That's called creating standards. And you're going to live by the standards a long time. It's not one game. It's 50 games. It's 5 seasons. It's 3 seasons. It's not one shift. But that one shift cost them a lot. There are 2 turning points in this game. There's the Matheson play and there's the Xhekaj play. Those are disastrous plays. You got to eliminate those.
I would say there's a couple of turning points because Nick Suzuki and Alex Newhook also missed a breakaway, but I'm with you, Pierre. But Brian, I want to throw this at you, right? And all due respect to Pierre, all the experience he has, at the end of the day, I'm sure he's right. But just for the sake of talking here, so let's talk, all right? But how about, because you're benching Xhekaj and you've now played Caden Gooley, who hadn't played in 27 games. We were wondering if Gooley was going to be brought in slowly but surely. He played 19 minutes. Mike Matheson, who we're saying is dead tired, though, played 22 minutes. How about if Matheson would have got hurt tonight, because that fatigue would have led to a mental mistake, which would have led to a physical injury?
Well, here's where I think, try to put myself into the head coach's shoes. And if I'm a head coach, I've taken this group, and I'll use the word we here as I'm pretending I'm the head coach. And we've gone all this way, and we're in a position we're not supposed to be. And I've told them, come along with me. Let's fight for every piece of ice. Come along with me. Let's fight every minute. Let's be in the mix. Let's be in the conversation. Let's show the NHL we're not doormats. So if I'm sending that message to my players and I'm saying I need you, 100% of you, all the time, I can't then send a message that my defenseman, who's allowed 6 5-on-5 goals in the last 4 games, gets to make a giant mistake and gets to keep playing hockey. It has to be that way. He has preached accountability, and even when accountability is really, really hard, you got to keep preaching it. You got to keep sending the same message. You can't switch messages right now. So if he makes a bad error, you got to face the punishment of that error. And here's the stats around it: 5-on-5 on this road trip, and they've been playing bad. Lane Hudson's been on for 1 5-on-5 goal against. That's why he's playing all those minutes. Arber Xhekaj's been on for 6. It's the worst on the team. Yeah. That's why he's getting this limited minutes.
Yes.
That's the way it's got to be. And so his balance is really hard, right? Because he's looking at Matheson and he's saying, this guy's hitting the wall. But he's still a quality defenseman. And that's why I think Pierre's just spot on with his point that I first heard when these things started working.
I'm Marinaro, and that clip you just watched is from our most recent episode of the Sick Podcast. Once again, follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook.